We all need to come together and become one people because we are all the same people. We are no. Don't get it wrong, Azikiwe. We are not the same people. You are an Igbo man, a Christian from the eastern Nigeria, right? Bello is a Fulani man, a Fulani Muslim from northern Nigeria. Now, it is only when you understand these differences and then respect these differences and agree, right, to stay together, acknowledging these differences. That's when you can now say, we have come together to be one because we identify our differences and everybody know their own space. All this nonsense about we are one. We are not one. I'm a Yoruba man. You are an Igbo man. He is an Hausa man. How are we one? What makes us one? I don't speak Igbo. You probably don't speak Hausa. He doesn't speak Yoruba. So what makes us one? So we have to actually agree to want to be one. Well, in this instance, right, a lot of us don't want to be one with anybody like this way. It has to be on our own terms. And part of that term is that, number one, let everybody, we have all enough space for everybody to actually run their own countries, right? And then you give everybody the chance to belong to wherever country they want to belong to. You decide that, okay, you have proximity with the Yorubas, you can join Yoruba Nation. You have proximity with the Biafrans, you can join them. If you want to start your own Ijo, Ishekiri Nation or what have you, yes, you can. That's what we are talking about. Stop accepting the terminologies they give to some of you, calling you minority. What the hell is minority? Why would anybody call you a minority? That is just to first kind of disarm you enough to say, when we are talking, people like you should not talk. Hey, let all the big boys talk. We'll decide for you. That is not how you make up a country. Every sector should have a say to say, yeah, we want to be part of it. Oh, no, we don't want to be part of it. We need to have that. We not constitutional conference for now. Let's first have that, what do you call it? A referendum that says, do people want a new constitution to start with? Oh, that's a referendum. They say, yes, we do. And what's going to be in that? Oh, yeah, it's going to just be the constitution that's going to explain to all of us the terms and conditions that we agree to still be part of this contraption temporarily. And if we choose to exit, this is the exit door clause in that book. It should be there. Why are you afraid? It should be. This one talks say no. The issue is not a new constitution. It is the issue is that of people who are going to implement it. Shekarau is a former Kano governor
of the state. Then you have served in the National Assembly. Exactly. Then you have a very holistic perspective.
I was in the public service for 26 years.
Absolutely.
The permanent secretary and so we know all
so you've seen it all. Yeah. Civil servant, elected governor, a minister, elected senator. So you have a holistic, and I'm talking to the right man here, who's had a very good grasp of Nigeria. Yeah. Now, let's begin. Yeah. There are those who believe that the problem of Nigeria, first and foremost, is its constitution. And there are those who argue that, yes, it is the problem of the of constitution, because the constitution does not agree or does not really reflect the tendency of the different constituents of Nigeria. It doesn't really reflect that word, the people of Nigeria or the peoples of Nigeria. And there are those who will say, let's jettison it. Let's really have a constitution that will reflect, in truth, the people of Nigeria. And so if we are to do that, and based on what Chief Emeka Anyaoku is saying, maybe we should forget about the past and look towards the future. Is how to jettison this constitution the right way to go?
Well, I think, you see, no constitution on earth, no any written law on earth is perfect. And hence our constitution, no matter what changes you make, with time, circumstances do dictate what to adjust, what to change, what to remove, what to add, what to cancel, what to improve upon. So while I agree that the Constitution is full of some discrepancies where there are disagreements, which were discovered through the process of our operation, but I think it's not totally the issue of the Constitution. No matter how perfect the rules and the regulations or content of the Constitution are, it is still boils down to the operators of the Constitution. Let me quickly give you an example. The Constitution separates powers between the executive and the legislature. It's just to give a defined role of each of the two arms of government. But what I kept emphasizing, the ultimate goal is the generality of the Nigerian populace. So whatever law you do, it is affecting the general public, and therefore there must be a meeting point. I expect the executive to always carry the legislator along. If I may quickly give an example of my operations in Kano, I had 40 state assembly members, out of which about a dozen were in the opposition, the PDP then. There was nothing we did without the. I met them at the end of every month. I call all the 40 of them. We either take lunch, we take dinner, we exchange felicitations, we joke, and then we sit down to discuss issues of the state. They will advise us, we will advise them. There was no time I sent any proposal of any legislation to the State Assembly without we sitting down to discuss and the details, dotting the I's, cutting the T's. So by the time we send anything to the State Assembly, almost all of them are in the picture. There was no time we prepared any budget without the State Assembly. I expect such a thing to operate even at the national level, where the president will be interacting not only even with the leadership of the National Assembly. Once in a while, if I were the president, at least twice in a year, meet all the legislators in a room, declare an immunity for all, let everybody say whatever he wants. Anybody shown that will abuse you inside the room will not do so outside on the street. Allow them to vomit. Let the opposition be there. Let there be discussion with the members.
And this should be regular.
Regular. In fact, I was doing it months.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
Loriro. So that's a northern politician who believes that there's nothing wrong with the Constitution. Of course, to him, he has benefited immensely. And the crafter of that trashy book called Constitution, they are northerners. Yeah, it was the time when the military government or military regime of Abdul Salami Abubakar used Decree 24, the military edict, as the new constitution for the supposed incoming democratic government. And it's been 25 years. Politicians have been the richest, while the people are the poorest in that contraption. So yeah, it's worked so far. Why change it? Let's just kind of use another means. Those elites are the ones who don't want Nigeria to break, remember? Nigeria will break. And it is not because I want it, which I do a lot, or because you don't want it. It's going to break because the greed of these rogues is now totally out of ordinary, and their greed will consume them. I like this. So when you talk about rotten system, people make up that rotten system. You know that. When we talk about the criminal politicians, then maybe we should not leave out the criminal civil servants. They all work to make the system what it is. Look at this lawyer This video I'm about to show you is on Mayegun's Diary Politico this morning. And I'm very happy that a lot of Nigerians, which I have told you many times, many Nigerians don't hate corruption. A lot of Nigerians don't really hate oppression. What many of them complain about, or why some of them even come to watch Mayegun and agree with Mayegun that these people are bad, is simply because they want you to know that they are not benefiting from that corruption. It's not just the politicians that are looting your money. There are those who are making it easier for them and making the documents to disappear. The civil servants, which are popularly known as evil servants. This one happened inside a court in Anambra. So I put it on Mayegun's Diary Politico, and guess what? Nigerians were there. What is this? Say you collect money from your client, eh? How much is 20,000 naira? And can't you just pay them? Let me show you this.
I am in the premises of Magistrate Court 2, Oka, Anambra State. I am here with my clients. You can see us. We are still in court. The Honorable Magistrate granted my client bail in a very simple offense. And my client met the conditions of the bail. But the clerk of court that I must give her 20,000 naira before she will take the records, the surety bond, to the magistrate to sign. The clerk of the court also insulted me and called me names. This is the person that went to the magistrate for him to sign the document and return back, and said that the magistrate said that he must bring 20,000 naira. Whether we like it or not, if there is no justice for the common man in the judiciary, there will not be justice anywhere. When somebody is granted bail, bail is free. In the police station, in court, nobody has rights to demand for any money before bail bond will be perfected. I promise you, by Tuesday morning, I will return the money, 20,000 naira. Cash, I will return it. If I don't return it, don't come to me again as a lawyer. I am
Nigeria. Everybody will come here and say, "Oh, now these criminal leaders in Nigeria, they know they fear God. They were so heartless. How can they, that stuff? But they are more evil than these criminal politicians. It's just that they don't have access to huge amount of money like the politicians. These are the fixers in the system. Entitled. They are paid, though. They've got salaries, though. Yeah, maybe they are poorly paid, but whose fault is that? Everywhere you go to, you will see people who are supposed to be workers begging, openly begging for bribe before they can do their job. Oh, so, excuse me, man. They said I should bring this file to you. That you are going to take it to Oga to sign it, please. Yeah, man. What file? It's my file of okay, that's fine. Go and sit down. Say, why did you throw it away? They said I should give it to you, that you will help us. You will help me take it in for them to sign. See, I'm busy, Jojo. Please, please. Am I your slave? Am I your slave? You are coming here. Yeah, go and help me sign it. As if to say I'm your slave. My friend, go and sit down. I'll take it when I want to take it. Now, they're asking for money. That's why. Now, from that place, that same room, they will be telling you that, Oga, give her something. Give her something. She will take it for you. Give her something. Is that not why she's being paid? Is that not why she's working here? Why do I have to bribe her before she could do her job? You are still speaking grammar, Abi. Okay, you go there here for you go there here for weeks, so and no go and tell to your document, so you better go do normal. And you'll be forced to say, Auntie, sorry, ma, can you please give me back that my form? Like, I put the camera on my face. Auntie, can you please give me back that my form? Take. Like that. Then you have to go and put the bribe in your form and bring it back. And then with a smile, hello, ma, auntie. I don't do normal. I don't do normal. A day inside, auntie, please, thank you, sir. Then she will now smile. So you know that one before, and you did it. You are here. You are talking as if to say, now you employ me. So what's the form? Oh, okay. Driver license renewal. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Please go and sit down. Okay, I'll go and I'll take it inside for you now. They will help you sign it. Okay. Because you have bribed them before they will do their job, and it's so normalized that they don't even see it as they are doing anything wrong. They'll tell you, that's what they do here. When you know that you all have this, you know what I mean? They normalized it. And if that is happening in a court, where the court clerk, the court messenger, and the rest of them, they said that they will just be pressing their, go make video, waiting will happen. You know, before, if you demand bribe and somebody is making video, you just don't cover my face. They know they send. It is a den of criminals. That's why we say Nigeria is a crime scene. I'm not ashamed. They say, go and post it. I will post your face. I will post you on social media. The whole world will know that you people are corrupt. Say, go and post it. Go and post it. Say, what do you think will happen? If you post it, think what's going to happen? Obviously, maybe nothing will happen. Just maybe. They spent 22-point-something billion naira to take people to Olympics. Baba, ordinary stainless cup, they don't win. Right? And I think this is their Minister of Sports speaking on that. 22-point-something billion. Keke, they no buy for the person with the right keke. Others, 400 by, what's that one? 100 by 4, been a 400 relay. They go do mistake, no stay their lane. They go match lane, they cancel them. Now, all of them, they went to Olympic, not a single medal in over 329 games. 329 different sporting competitions. Stainless cup, ordinary stainless cup, they no bring back home. Listen to their minister.
So for me, my take away from this is that my hope is that we can use the outcome of this, as bad as it has been, as a positive for Nigerian sports. I mean, it's that's a way of being tricky. Maybe we're made out of here with 1 bronze, 1 silver, whatever. We think that we'll try. Maybe it's important for us to know that we're actually nowhere. And that even if we had a bronze in 2016 after not having a medal in 2012, had a bronze, had a silver in 2020, that those results are not the results that a country like Nigeria should get in an Olympics. So let the outcome of this be that eye-opener that the country has been waiting for. So we know, for example, that we need to go back to the very basics. And I've looked at it in terms of the approvals and the release of funds for these Olympics and the Paralympics. The government was never found wanting. All that was requested for was provided. In terms of what the ministry was supposed to do, either in terms of local campaign, foreign campaign, in terms of whatever, and I've taken a study and found out most of the things that are always a problem, Olympics after Olympics. And I think that what we tried to do was to make sure that we close all the gaps. It is in terms of paying of athletes, they were paid in advance. Every leg of the provisions of the allowances was to be paid, they were paid in advance. If it was to motivate them, we tried to do so. I wasn't able to visit a camp in Germany. My parents able to visit that camp. But I read, and I'm as bothered and I'm as concerned about the case. I mean, and the level of engagement that I've had in itself is suggest the fact that I'm not one to return to Nigeria after the Olympics and to just keep quiet about it. I think that I'm determined, and the ministry is determined to get to the bottom of this. You know, who is it that must take responsibility about your feeling matter. Somebody must take responsibility. Somebody must be the one that caused it, whether somebody or whether people. Because, you try the best that you can. You try to make sure that, because when you come to an Olympics, every news that is generated, first the world is a global, how much more when the entire world is controlled in one place. So every bad news doesn't do the country well. And I'm glad one of you has admitted and appreciated the fact that for the first time, the ministry made sure it avoided the pitfalls of the past Olympics. And we did, the Philip post, the first one that came, underscored how in 2020, a number of them couldn't take part because they had not done their out of competition. So, for these Olympics and for this ministry, not only did we make sure that that wasn't a problem, for the first time, we got the president to send a bill on anti-doping, and the Senate and the House of Reps both passed that bill. So we pursued it to that point. So you do all of this, and then somebody somewhere, does something that gives us the first negative. It doesn't. It's not something. It's inexcusable, and I think that we're going to get back. If in the past things like this happen, and then people go home and keep quiet, we won't keep quiet this time. People have tried to call me, set up that, and I'm going to look at the next couple of days before I go back to Nigeria. Even if I have to be the one to sit down there as chairman. I'll interview the people and interrogate and know what's the problem. I know what it is. If I don't think I trust anybody enough, I will do so because Nigerians deserve to know what happened to that situation, that we allowed it to happen and it cost us what it did. It even gives her the excuse to now say that she didn't make it because of. So for me, my takeaway from this is that let's please, my hope is that we can use the outcome of this.
Did you make any sense out of all of that? That is a Tinubu's appointee. They know they make sense. 22.5 billion. Caution. Billion. It is either the athletic, whatever, failed to register athletes before the deadline, only for the athlete to get to Paris and figure that they were not registered, and their dream, Olympic dream or whatever, shattered. In fact, their Olympic in France, in Paris, saw so many Nigerians who had to go and represent other countries after Nigeria happened to them. And they won different medals, gold, silver, bronze, and all that. And you are saying the name. Yemisi Badejo just won silver for Germany. Then you see Ijeoma Okoro, she just won gold for American relay team. Is that same Ijeoma? Ijeoma was there last Olympic to represent Nigeria, but they don't register her, so she couldn't participate. That is why she's now representing America. And guess what? They were not even calling Yemisi that is represented Germany. They were not saying this Yemisi is Yoruba Nigerian German. No. They were saying a German won this medal for Germany. An American won this medal for America. Ijeoma is celebrating. I'm using those names because this I can't give you the, like the accurate ones. Go. But you get the context, Abi. Nigeria happened to them at the last minute because it's always, all events is always like a cash out time for them. So I have one more thing to show you before we take calls. I want to see if we can take calls for maybe about 40 minutes, okay? I know I've kind of overshot my time, right? So those of you who did not learn from history, maybe once in a while like this, we should always knock this back into our heads. Ronokus of Lagos, the Rono Nazis. There is something that happened on the I think it was 1st of January 1970. And this was immediately after the genocidal war against the Igbos. The first set of Yorubas interviewed that now that the war is over, what's your view? They were begging the Igbos to please return. Please return now. Please return to Lagos. This video I'm about to show you is actually... Do you think it will be easy? Yeah, the Igbos, after losing over 5 million Igbos to this genocide, they were the only people who came back and pretended